My little brother graduated from college this weekend. It was pretty fantastic. Our whole family was there celebrating and just showing him how proud we were. And I kept having this feeling that I felt like I was stuck in the past. And I wonder how many of you have felt that way before, because being around my family, it almost transported me back in time to a past event. And what had happened was maybe a month or maybe a little longer, I'd had a conversation with my father. And when it was over, I left not really feeling very positive and very, very good. It wasn't an exciting conversation. But here we were together at my brother's graduation. Here's all the family. Here's my dad and I, and we're being polite. And, how are you? I am fine. How about the weather? How about that sports team? And the sort of pleasantries that you go through when you are being respectful and being polite to people. But here's what I noticed. Just talking to my dad in a very nice and polite way, I felt myself get tense. I felt my muscles get tight. I felt my chemistry change. And more importantly, my head went somewhere. It went somewhere I didn't like. It wasn't positive. It wasn't uplifting and expanding. What happened was I was stuck in that old conversation. What I mean by that is I was stuck in the past. I was having this response in my body, and more importantly, in my frequency and in my vibration. I was responding to an old, outdated event. It wasn't even taking place anymore. See, my body was doing something perfect for that old experience, but I wasn't there anymore. I was in this wonderful, loving family environment, and all I could think about was how mad I was. And you see, I know that my father wasn't feeling that way. He was happy. He felt great. I was the one that had the problem. See, I had myself all worked up over something, and I was literally killing myself. Those are the kind of things that if we can't correct them, if we can't deal with that past stuff, then it just eats us alive. And those lessons come back again and again until we learn them. And so luckily, I was able to recognize that and jump into my process, which is essentially forgiveness. It's about me understanding that I don't need to be anchored into those old things, that I can free myself from my negative experiences in my past. I can free myself from being limited by the beliefs that take place in my day-to-day life so that they don't continue to follow me and haunt me forever. And I have a lot of things to say about forgiveness, which is why I'm not going to try and do them right here in this video for you. I want to invite you guys on this upcoming Saturday. I'm going to do a webinar for you. And it's all about actionable steps related to how you do this process called forgiveness, how you free yourself from the past, how you pull up the anchors and the roots that you have invested in all that old junk and let yourself expand and let yourself return to the true nature of who you really are. So below in the comments is a link for you guys. You can get registered for that webinar. It'll be this Saturday, totally free, and we're going to spend a lot of time going through the techniques and the actions that you need, like a blueprint for you to be able to practice forgiveness, maybe in a way that you've been doing already, and hopefully in a way that you hadn't even thought of yet before. I want you to get something out of it, and I want you to do something with it. So I'll see you guys at the webinar.